for example, let's take me, like I'm an experienced agent. I'm closing the deals. I have quite a lot of clients. Why should I pay attention to psychology, and where specifically I should pay my attention to?
Okay, great question. I actually get this from a lot of people. You see, when we have become experienced in sales, we've spent 5, 6, 8, 10 years selling, and we've closed deals, we made some money. But we've never sat down to evaluate how much money we actually lost during these years. Because the performance is easy to measure, non-performance is very hard to measure. So we've never sat down to consider the amount of money. Probably 10 times what we have earned today is what we've lost. And we never lost those because the opportunity wasn't good. It was just two people playing on different fields. So let me give you just a quick example. What is the first thing you are doing when you are given a lead to identify if they are left brain thinkers or right brain thinkers?
I don't do anything. I don't know how to do this.
Absolutely. It's not just you. It's the market. 90% of the market don't even think about this in the first place. So if I don't know if my client prefers a left brain way of thinking, processing information and communicating, I might be using a right brain way of doing it. And it makes perfect sense to me. Everything that I'm saying, the way I'm saying it, it makes perfect sense to me. But I'm not buying, he's buying. People buy from people they like, but people like themselves. Now, we already know that sales is a profession where a lot of people don't trust the salesperson.
Oh yeah, this is a
We
big
already
problem.
know that.
Yes,
yeah?
yes.
Now,
For good reason sometimes.
for good reasons, they've had past experiences. Now, real estate salespeople in Dubai, people really don't trust them.
Yes.
The broker community as well, because of all the experiences they've had. So I don't trust you because you're a sales guy. Now, on top of that, you're a broker in the Dubai market. Why would I even trust you?
Yeah.
So how do I build that in here? So if I don't trust you on this, and then you're explaining things to me, you're presenting things, you're qualifying using your right brain because that's how you love to work. And I sit in the left brain. I just don't get what you're saying. So a simple example, and then I'll go to your next question. Imagine two rooms in your head, a left brain and a right brain as two rooms. Now you're sitting in one room and the client is sitting in the other room, in your heads.
Yes.
Right. What is the probability that one person sitting in another room can even hear what you're saying? Zero.
Close to zero, yeah.
Now, the client doesn't understand this concept either. Even if he did, he's not going to get out of his room and come into my room. So what I need to do is firstly be able to recognize that he's not in the room with me. We're not sitting on the same side. So I need to get up and go into the room where he is. That's when he pays attention to me. That's when the communication starts. So I move from my right brain into the left brain in my patterns, language, and approach. And suddenly, what didn't make sense before is starting to make perfect sense, because people buy from people they like, but people like themselves.
Okay, I think the obvious question is, let's discuss the left and the right brain. What are the differences and how can we identify them?
Okay, very quickly, the left brain is the more practical brain. It's the logical, numerate, analytical, technical, structure, sequence, fact-driven brain. Very, very practical. They do not do business based on emotion, relationships, gut feel, instinct. They don't do it because others have been doing it. So for me, show me the money and show me that you've got a logical, structured way to show me how this money came about. That's all I'm interested in. And back your facts up with the sources that you want to use. I want to see a logical approach to what you're doing. When I ask you questions, no guesswork. I want specific answers to the point. That's your left brain. Think of it as a machine that's performing. The right brain is more fluid. They're more relaxed. They want to engage with you. They want to have fun. They want to talk about everything around. They want to know who's buying in the community. They want to know about children playing on the weekends, and they like to know about the flowers and the little butterflies in the park. They want to engage with you. Don't bore me with numbers. Don't go into structure and process. I lose interest immediately. Excite me. Engage me. Build relationship with me. I will buy from you. I will buy. But the moment you start throwing numbers and statistics at me, I'm going to switch off. Now, in rapport building, which is so critical because we don't trust salespeople, and more so we don't trust brokers in the market. It's important for me to feel the connect, to feel I can rely on you, and I think you're professional at what you do. But how we decide a person is professional depends on which side of the head I sit on as a client. For me, if I sit on the right brain, I determine that you are professional by your relationship, how you engage, how you seek to understand me, how you empathize with me, how you make me feel comfortable with you. That's where I see you as professional, not because you tell me yesterday 2.8 billion dirhams of transactions were registered in Dubai. That doesn't impress me. In fact, that switches me off. So the unconscious rapport is even more powerful than the conscious rapport. So on an unconscious level, in my mind, I'm not comfortable with you. Now, on the other hand, rapport on the left brain, we've always been taught rapport is getting people to trust you. Yes, that is true. But how do people trust you? If I'm a hardcore numbers guy, structure, sequence, fact driven, I don't trust you because you're friendly and you offer me a tea or a coffee, or you are talking about how many people bought from. I trust you when you can throw the numbers in my face, when you can show me why, when the whole world prices are dropping, give me the rationale. Why is it going up in Dubai right now? So when you can give me the numbers, when you can quote the sources and you're emphatic and in control, I like you. That is rapport. But I didn't build it on relationship. I built it on your approach and your facts and practicality of what you did.
Amazing. So which questions I can ask to my client to identify if his left brain or right brain is working?
Okay. The first thing that we got to do is, let me complicate it a bit more.
Let's do it.
There's not just left brain and right brain. There's front brain and back brain as well.
Okay.
Now, the front brain and back brain are your first indicators to where this client is possibly sitting. Then you look at the left and right. So the left and right is a business approach, relationship based, and we are looking at number based or logic based. The behavior is my indicator. So front brain people are usually loud, they speak fast, they gesture a lot, they interrupt, they want to be in control, they have good intense eye contact, strong firm handshakes, high energy, high risk taking, they move around exactly like how I'm speaking. Okay, that's my front brain. So say I'm making a phone call and a person picks up and says, hello. I already have an indicator this is front brain.
Okay.
Because he's speaking loud, fast, he seems in control. The back brain is the exact opposite. They're softer, they think before they speak, they're a bit more slow, they don't take risk, they're very patient, they tend to ask questions, their body language is a bit more guarded, not facially very expressive. You will not see a lot of it. Look at what has happened to me now. I totally changed. So earlier I was like a live wire. Now I'm completely different. So you call, you make a phone call and someone says yes. Now I don't see the same level like hello.
Yes.
Which is so that is already an indicator to me. Then what I would like to do is when I'm starting to talk to the person, I want to start by asking some open-ended questions. When I ask an open-ended question, I'm going to listen for the energy level, for the tonality. Besides that, I will look at, do they use short sentences? Do they say the sentences fast? Are they very specific sentences or are they long, expressive, subjective? Let me give you an example. Okay, so if you were considering an opportunity in Dubai, what type of investment would you be interested in? Now, someone who's a front brain, aggressive, high energy will turn on and say, I'm looking for short-term returns. Okay, so that will give me an indication, short, fast, specific. But what happens is soft people, when they speak, it will be more like, well, I'm not really sure yet. I'm just exploring right now. I need to check all the options before I see what works for me. And you can see, so it's a very different approach. Immediately, I have to start to mirror and match. If I'm an aggressive front brain personality, I'm actually intimidating that person. I'm already a sales guy. People don't trust me. I'm a broker. People don't trust me even more. Now I'm speaking loud and fast. I come across as dominating, controlling. And here's a soft, quiet, thoughtful person. The connect doesn't happen. So I need to mirror and match, and I need to slow down a little bit. I need to drop the tone in my voice to mirror and match the person. But if I find that they're speaking loud and fast, I stay loud, fast. So if I'm a back brain person, I will have to tone up. In that case, then I'm looking for short sentences, specific sentences, fact sentences are all left brain. Okay, long expressive sentences. Well, how much are you looking at investing? 2 million. Well, around 2 to 2.5 million. That's a left brain. Right brain would never answer like that. Right brain would be, well, that really depends. I have to first understand which kind of home I really like. I was thinking around 2.5 million, but it depends. If it's something I really like, I can go up to 3.5. You see what's happening? The question was a very simple, straight question. But the sentences become long, they become more subjective. And somewhere in all those words, the specific answer will come. So when I see long sentences, vague sentences, people wanting to engage, talking, going disconnected sentences, they're random in how they think. I know these are people who are more fluid and more flexible. Immediately it's an indicator that that is the right brain. I switch my pattern. I become friendly. I use Dennis's name a lot more. My gestures become natural and flowing. I go into longer sentences. I go more vague. So now, let's take another example. I want to find out how soon he's planning to buy. If I know now he is a right brain person, I would turn around and, if I was left brain, I would simply ask, so when are you thinking of buying, right?
Straightforward.
Or straightforward. Or when are you planning to move into this house? That won't work with right brain. That's perfect if you have a left brain person. He'll tell you 2 months' time. Okay, because he'll answer in the same way. But if it is right brain, I'll say, so let's say, Dennis, I could find you that home, this absolute dream home, perfect community, ticks all the boxes for what you want, what the kids want. How soon would you be thinking of moving? I'm doing the same thing, but I changed my pattern and my approach. But this guy likes my approach because that's how he speaks. But left brain, I would never say all of this. I would go straight. So for that kind of a home, how much are you looking at investing? You see my tone? It became a more in control, more serious, more fast, on point. Same question.
Yes.
But I'm asking it differently to get my responses.